Welcome to you Pari Gaming. Today I'm gonna continue Azandar's companion quest, and there he is.
Cohort, I need to be transparent with you. Not literally, of course. All that line of inquiry led to was some traumatized street children in Sentinel. I can't stop thinking about my adversary, the frayed fate that wants to replace me.
What are you thinking, Azandar?
My adversary has somehow transcended the limitations of the other frayed fates. It has an awareness of its own existence, agency, and a malign intellect. Perhaps I should have paid more attention to the warning from that Daedra Tim.
How do you want to deal with adversary?
I want to ignore it and hope it goes away. But what works for toothaches may not hold true for extratemporal phenomena. Let's continue our work on the Fate Weaver Key. To the Skywatch Sanctum. We can scry for frayed fates and gather supplies.
Right. Let's head to the sanctum.
In your own time, cohort. The Skywatch Sanctum will be well protected by Gubbins in the meantime. Hopefully he still recalls the proper steeping interval for a cup of Orcrest Rooibos.
Shouldn't we track the adversary instead of your fraying fates?
Ha! That's the mark of a valuable partnership. When researchers are so closely aligned in thought, they're able to finish each other's,
Breakfast?
not my intention, but certainly. I'm partial to a nice shakshuka or some of those Wayrest crepes, if you want to get some food later.
How does our partnership relate to the adversary?
Our partnership is the fulcrum we will use to topple this mystery. The adversary is me after a fashion, right? But he does not have access to our intellectual rapport, nor our experience at surviving fierce battles. And so, we shall prevail.
All right, let's start toppling.
How do you drive this thing? Back at it again. I was quite pleased with our last outing. Threats to my very existence aside. The arcane bobbin, wish we'd come up with a better name. Was a smashing success. My sagacity astonishes me sometimes.
We are here for the scrying ritual.
Precisely. Each time, our expertise with this particular bit of metamagic improves. The connection between the Fate Weaver Key and choices along my fate line grows stronger. My hope is to find multiple fate sites this go around.
All right, let's start scrying.
Gubbins has prepared the inner sanctum for us. Let's head inside. Very well. Let's see where we're going this time. Did you see that? Stone Falls, Malabal Tor, and a Dwemer ruin? Fascinating! Another set of frayed fates. Here's hoping they're a bit more luminous than those in Cozen's set. I believe we should start with Stonefalls.
Why is one of your frayed fates in Stonefalls?
Well, as we learned in Cozen's set, frayed fates are most likely to appear at locales where I spent a considerable amount of time. That said, I'm not quite sure what I did in Stonefalls. Oh, Mora's many eyes. Damn it!
What's wrong?
Nothing wrong, per se. But I just remembered what I did in Stonefalls that might have resulted in weighty choices made. I was just starting out as a field researcher, well, still coming into my power as an arcanist. My inquiries were misguided. I chucked half a firkin of moon sugar and stayed awake for 4 days reading the sermons of Vivek. At the time, I hoped to gain some new insights into ancient magics. In any case, we know where to go. Onward and upward, to Ebonheart!
Right, to Ebonheart.
I recall disliking my time in Stonefalls, but I'm having difficulty remembering why. I suppose that's moon sugar for you. Let's head to Ebonheart. I know I began my time in the region there, so it's at least a place to start.
Any clue why we be going to Malapal Tor or Dwemer Ruin?
Indeed. Malabal Tour most likely will see us going to the Ayleid ruins of Elias. I've spent a stultifying season there studying the wells that typify such locales. I'm less sure about the Dwemer ruin. I've studied dozens of their constructs.
So it could be anywhere.
Well, anywhere as defined by the ancestral homeland of the Deep Elves, the region called Morrowind. Or anywhere along the north-northwest arm of their post-First Council diaspora. Ah, but you were speaking colloquially. Apologies.
Good to know. Okay.
I've got vague memories swimming in my mind, cohort. Let's head to the Meadowworks by the South Gate. Aha! Fate threading. Just as we saw in Cozen's set. Use the Fate Weaver key and we'll follow where it leads. Quality material makes... On the bridge! Another thread! The further west we travel, the more I begin to get nervous. But why? Ignore the soldiers. If they ask, we're just mages looking for, reagents. Oh. Yeah. That's why my skin is crawling. Freg. I hate these things. Look! Is that one of my frayed fates on the ground? Disturbing. Ominous. This frayed fate has been hollowed out like a witch's festival pumpkin. The adversary did this. Must have been his goal at the lost city of Na-Totambu. Also, can you hear the sound of the dread chitin rubbing against itself? I'm fairly sure I can.
Are you alright?
Full disclosure, cohort. No. I'm trying hard to maintain my sunny disposition and halcyon personality. I swear I can feel dread patapalps upon my skin. And my adversary. What is his plan? It's vexing.
Let's focus on the adversary. What do they want?
Is it a show of strength? No. He's me. This has some purpose. He's gathering power. But to what end? My initial enthusiasm for experimental results seems increasingly inappropriate.
How do we learn more?
Let's away to Malabal Tor, the alien ruins of Elias. I spent some time there years ago. Boring though it was, it's likely the location of my frayed fate. Hopefully we'll find some clue to the adversary's plan.
Alright, let's head to Malabal Tor. See where it is. There.
There! A thread. And are those sea elves? Damn pirates. Another thread. There. At the apex of the ruins. There. Another fate. Drained and lingering. Use the Fate Weaver key. The adversary was just here. We can track him. I'm constructing a rune of seeking. Scrutinary Exploratum. He is clever. But Netulif Tink. Of course. We stand before the entrance to the Dwemer construct known as Netulif Tink. The adversary must be inside. It's imperative we discover his purpose here, cohort.
What's the problem?
It's entirely possible some dangerous artifacts are still kicking around in there. Most don't know how to use them. But I do. Which in all likelihood probably means...
He knows how to use them as well.
If he's here to expand on my Fate Weaver research, I imagine we'll find him in the Emetric Interval Chamber. It's at the heart of the ruins. Be ready for a scrap. I took pains to keep a low profile, but together we'll likely attract attention.
Understood. Let's head to the chamber.
Let's head inside. We must reach the adversary before they do anything catastrophic or
Why is this place so important? How is it related to the Fate Weaver?
This construct is where my path to the Fate Weaver key finally came into focus. The ancient lore of the Dwemer commingled with my incandescent research.
The Fate Weaver key uses Dwemer elements.
Oh no, not directly. But Dwemeric tonal architecture was the final inspiration I needed to crack the problem. It led directly to my understanding of fate weaving, and thus to our current situation.
Alright, let's head it inside.
At one point, I seriously considered investigating the mystery of the Dwemer. I decided against it after meeting other researchers in the field. What a ponderous lot. I'd forgotten how vast this complex can feel. Designed to intimidate, certainly, but also a practicality. Can you imagine the scale of the mechanisms behind those walls?
Okay, so I guess I should go here.
The chamber's not too far now. Hopefully, we can discover the adversary's goal before he achieves it. He's here. We've got it.
Welcome, counterpart. It's here that we discovered the true potential of the fate lines, and I've returned to claim the device I needed. We both saw the power, the potential, the chance to claim the strength of your lessers. You rebuked our very nature. I am the part of you that knows the true weight of power.
Damn it. Let's get out of here and talk. Inquiry asked and answered, I suppose. The adversary came here for a Dwemeric device to modify his Fate Weaver key. I'm at a loss. To think this is where my experiment might have led.
What is it the adversary wants?
To erase me, replace me, and inflict the power of his dark Fate Weaver upon our world. Cohort, knowledge was the gift that allowed me to strike out on my own. To travel Nirn and beyond. To see it twisted like this is sickening.
Why is this so distressing for you? Distressing. No.
Because he's me. He's the Azandar I see in the mirror on my worst days. The arse I struggle with in the darkest parts of the night when research, travel, and tea can't distract me.
What do you want to do?
To end him. But that's easier said than done. With the strength he's gained now, who knows what my adversary is capable of? I will throw myself into this research with the full force of my faculties cohort. You have my word.
I'll be here when you are ready to take on the adversary.
I expected nothing less. And consider our accomplishments. We've confirmed the adversary's goal, denied him the interval chamber, and finally, I see the seriousness of my actions. For now, accept this stipend with my vehement thanks. Yes?
Okay. That was second part of Azandar's companion quest. I'm gonna continue this later when I get his rapport high enough. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on next one.